Hi, I'm Haylin. After being a product manager, I realized how important it is to keep our minds open to new perspectives. Networking is a great way to learn from others in the industry. Well, it's exciting but scary at the same time to step out of my comfort zone and speak to strangers. Today, I attended two networking events, one that's pretty big scaled and a smaller one at night. Follow me on my journey. First stop, Tech in Asia.
It was a really long day in Tech in Asia for myself. I think I attended about like 5-6 talks, and they were all really insightful. There were leaders from, of course, Shopbag, from Endowers, Love Bonito, all these brands that Southeast Asian users would come across in their day-to-day lives. I think most people come to these events with a very clear motivation and objective. For startups, is definitely to come here and get investors. And for investors, is to come here to find leads on cool startups that they might want to invest in. As a product manager, coming into a large-scale event definitely might seem a little bit intimidating, especially if you are not coming in with somebody that you know or you're just coming in by yourself. However, it is really a treasure trove of information and knowledge. In terms of knowledge, you will be able to hear from people who are at the top of their game. In terms of connections, you'll be able to really talk to founders of startups who are setting up booths over here, learning from them, and even perhaps offer your services, tell them about your intention to come on board and help them build some cool products. I'm heading off to my next event now, which is PM dinner with a bunch of Web3 PMs. Super excited, although honestly feeling a little bit of imposter syndrome right now because I'm like a little bit worried that I might not be able to strike up a very intelligent conversation about Web3 tokenization, NFT and all that stuff. Who knows? I guess I'll just go there with an open mind, meet some cool people. See you soon. Second stop, Product Manager Dinner, hosted by Saison Capital. Qin En, what is the objective of you organizing this event as a venture capitalist?
A lot of the great communities out there for PMs are in Western markets, in US and Europe. So you want to plug yourself in there, it's possible, but it has to be virtual. It's usually at 1-2 a.m. It's just really hard. So I thought, why not just gather a couple of PMs together for a breakfast? Keep it small, keep it 10 to 12 people. Everyone gets to know everyone. I remember I gathered some of them. I had 2 slots available, and then I threw it out on LinkedIn, and I was overwhelmed, right? So
I remember furiously typing to you on LinkedIn to try to get the last slot for the PM
Thank
breakfast.
you, and you did. So the one breakfast actually turned to 8 breakfasts that we had. Wow. It was incredible, but we still kept it small because we realized that was part of the magic. And tonight, what we're doing here, it's our first experiment at a larger scale event. We have 60 over PMs that are over here. And initially, I wanted to open it up to more PMs, but this event kind of sold out in less than 12 hours, just within the existing community. So we're gonna need to do more of these. The thing about I learned about the tech ecosystem over here, it's product managers is still relatively nascent as a profession. Product management has been something that really took off more or less in the past decade. And so if there are ways for us to bring people together, to find support, to brainstorm ideas, perhaps even build products together, I think that's something that we would be really exciting to see, and
Awesome.
Hopefully that it will come out of this.
What are your top tips for product managers to make best use of such opportunities?
Yeah, I think when it comes to such events, well, the majority of us are introverts. I'm an introvert myself, right? But I learned that the best way is just to find maybe 2 or 3 people to have some good conversation with, and after the event, take the effort, right, to meet up with them online, have a coffee to really just get to know that person a little better. That's also why for our community we have these one-on-one conversations that we do, that we help to facilitate to set up monthly, because these events are great to kind of meet many people at once or several people, but at the end of the day, the real growth, the real value, the real friendships are done on a one-on-one, more personal level, right? So I think see it almost as these events are just a starting point for where you can potentially find like-minded folks. If you find someone who's interesting, someone you want to learn from, someone you just want to chat with, like go ahead, take the step, set up a coffee chat, get to know him or her.
So what are your top tips for networking as a product manager?
Just be out there, be vulnerable, ask questions. You know, no question is like stupid, no question is silly.
Always have a question in mind, and then you go with that objective, and then so when you meet people, then you naturally the question will come up in conversation, and then you will be able to get some insights from them.
Don't see it as like a task. It's more of like keeping expectations low and making sure that you are genuinely yourself, and the right people will actually come to gravitate towards you and your energy, I guess. Not having this expectation of me trying to get more people to talk to me or like get more connections.
Yeah.
And then without this thought of being a uphill task, right, then I guess that will make you feel more relaxed.
I think the most important thing in a networking event is you want to start with listening first. Really show interest in like knowing people's stories first, instead of trying to like speak first, or like trying to be that alpha guy or being the loud guy. So I was like try to like slowly ease my way into the conversations, listening to people, affirming their points, and then finding the common points between their stories and my story, and then from there I starting to like share about myself as well, then connect with people.